Good Wednesday, everybody. It's Mangifera Indica Smoothy. Holding this mic, a little awkward, but I don't got nowhere to put it. It looks like I'm naked, but I'm not. I got on a halter jumper thingy thing, cause it's hot as usual. I gotta start this video off with the best thing that happened to me today. So I went to the hair salon. No, nothing happened when I was there. Don't get smart. Nothing happened while I was there. I was talking to my girlfriend about what we could do for the summertime for my head, because it's too hot for all of this, and a change is in the works. Okay, so you know, I knew I was going to be there for a good hour at least. So I'm outside about to lock up my little bike, and a gentleman, I could not make this up, older gentleman, maybe 55, 60, 65, I don't know. He was a man of color, and sometimes they confusing. They younger than they look. Anyways, so he says, "Did you see a bus?" And I'm thinking, is this serious? Do I look like the bus lady? Because yesterday somebody asked me about a bus, right? I told you about that. Anyway, I was like, no, I didn't see the bus. And he was like, man, I don't want to walk all the way to Canal Street. And I was like, well, you want to take my bike? And he paused and he looked at me and he was like, you would really let me take your bike? And I said, yeah, why not? You gonna bring it back, right? He said, of course. How long you gonna be here? And I told him how long I was gonna be there. And so he was like, well, let me at least give you something. So he offered me his little expired license. I took it, went into the hair salon, did what I had to do. And you know, when I was done, I came outside and waited for him, and he did return my bike the same way I gave it to him, and I gave him back his license, and it was a beautiful thing. He started to question and analyze it a little too much, and I just said, let it be. Just let it be, because I don't know if I ever do that again. It's the moment called for something like that to happen, it happened. So that's how I started my day. I don't know what's going on, but it's nice. I'm liking it, so I'm sharing it. So you should like this video. All right, so I'm having my, I guess, lunch. It's an amazing banana and date smoothie. So it's like 4.5 bananas. I say half because I bit each banana before I put it in the blender, just like because I had to taste them because I was being hungry. So about 4.5 bananas, started with 5, and about 6 dates. And I did put an orange in there. I know people be saying don't mix this fruit with that, whatever. It tastes delicious. It tastes like a creamsicle. So until or unless it bothers me, I'm gonna keep doing it. I do use a Vitamix. It's the best blender out there. You could do it in a bullet, but I know for a fact, because I use my parents', it's not the same texture. You know what I'm saying? It does not blend your stuff as smooth as the Vitamix. Again, a costly machine, but you can get used ones now for probably under $300. I'm just saying, check out Vitamix if you want a real smoothie experience. So people, you know what, I grew up definitely thinking that sugar was the enemy, and especially amongst people of color, or people of color. People always talk about sugar. They got sugar, which is another word for diabetes. People use sugar and diabetes as synonyms. They use sugar as a synonym for diabetes. They actually say somebody got sugar. So sugar has been demonized, but all sugar has been demonized. Not the processed white sugar that we should definitely stay away from, but even fruit sugar. So people stop eating the very thing that is good for them. It's not really sugar that's the problem, it's fat that's the problem. So do trust me, because I am an expert. I'm gonna stop saying I'm not no daggone expert. I am an expert. I'm an expert because I've been doing this wrong for years and years and years and years. So when you do something wrong long enough, you become knowledgeable. That's where I'm at right now. I know some stuff, and I also know where to tell you to get the information. But do your research. Go online and check it out for yourself, and you'll find out that diabetics, or people who have diabetes, – most of the suffering is due to poor diet which is compounded by saturated fat, etc. All right, don't let me keep going on and on because I can't really say it how I know it. I'm working on that. All right. So one thing I would suggest in terms of if you're interested in changing or shifting or getting away from the standard American diet, which is killing everybody, and eating meat, which is part of the problem, and that's what this is all about, giving up some stuff that we really do need to give up and adding some good things to our life. Eat more fruit. I know I grew up in a family of, I don't know, this is five to seven kids at any given day. Don't ask me the details, but I'm just saying sometimes there's more kids in the house than other times. So fruit was there on the table, like at grocery time. It was exciting, but you could only have one piece of fruit, and this was nothing wrong at the time. My parents they wasn't trying to be mean. They was just trying to make sure everybody has some, and they didn't know that you could eat all the fruit you want. And as a matter of fact, that's what you should be eating most of. It's so easy to digest. It does not stress your body out at all. It's healing in that way. Fruit doesn't necessarily make you better, but it allows your body to not be distracted by digesting complex garbage, which is most of what we're eating. So that's why fruit is so critical, because it's your body recognizes it as nutrients. It passes. It's not getting stuck. It's not going to make you sick. So pick the fruit, whatever fruit you like, eat it. You can eat a whole watermelon. Don't let nobody tell you you can't eat a whole watermelon in one sitting, because you really, really can. You could eat, I have a friend who loves bananas. She could eat 5 bananas for breakfast and call it a day. Forget about them eggs and the sausage and the potatoes, the fried potatoes. Pick up 5 bananas and you will be satisfied. So definitely add more fruit to your diet. Things that you like, don't worry about what you don't like right now, because that's silly. You're gonna overwhelm yourself and quit before you even get started. Darn it, I wanted to show you this book called You Are What You Eat, but what I'm gonna do, because I'm starting to get savvy, as I'm gonna put a link below to this book called You Are What You Eat, and it's a really good place to start. And I know I mentioned it before, I mentioned it again. I will say one thing about the book is it's a lot of information. It might be too much information, to be quite frank. But you do have to just dissect and use what, like in church. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. There's a lot of superfoods and supplementation going on in that book. And I have to say, I'm really not into that. Once again, going back to my expertise tells me that it is not necessary. Period. It's just not. It's very gimmicky to take a whole bunch of supplements. Magic does not happen if you take a whole bunch of supplements on top of a bad diet anyways. So if you're going to do supplementation and superfoods, you're going to have to cut out a whole lot of garbage before you even see the side effects or the benefits. And I'm just being honest. Okay. Excuse me. That's really all I had to say to you today. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel, share with other people, they might be interested, post comments so I have something to work with. You know what I'm saying? If you have interests, I would like to speak to them. Like and like some more. And before I go, I would like to say, last but not least, get out my face and don't tell me nothing.